Hello everyone, I'm Adriana Williams. I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, and currently a rising sophomore at Berea College, majoring in both communications and business marketing. And today I will be presenting to you all a Trans-American Cyclist experience. When we begin to think about Berea, the main things that come to mind are college town, or maybe crafts, or maybe the historic Boone Tavern. But like most things, the setting also has to do with perceptions. For example, when we think of Berea, we think of college. But when visitors think of Berea, they come see that we're home of the arts and crafts. And when the older crowd, the senior citizens people come, they are likely coming to visit Boone Tavern. As we learned last week, travelers rely heavily on social media, whether it's TripAdvisor, Yelp, Google, Facebook, or other social networks, just to focus on two due to time constraints. 24.9% of the users on Yelp are of the age group 25 through 34, whereas 40% of the TripAdvisor users lie in the age group of 35 through 55. What this shows us is that society is beginning to rely heavily on social media to determine their everyday lives, especially travelers. But what about the bikers, hikers, and kayakers? This is the question we are trying to answer. In a great area like Berea that has many tourism features, we tend to overlook the amazing contributions bikers, hikers, and kayakers can contribute to our Madison County region. But before we can do this, first we have to analyze our environment and customer base. We already know the Madison County ranks 8 out of 120 counties in Kentucky for travel expenditures. We also know that the state of Kentucky travel and tourism industry contribute over $13 billion to Kentucky's economy in 2014, making it the third largest industry in the state. Finally, we have seen an increase of 19% in the city's budget for tourism in fiscal year from 2013 and 2014. The main concept that comes to mind when I begin to access all of this information is growth. I don't know about you, but what I do know is that Madison County has great potential to grow over the next few years and potentially ranking among the top 5 counties for travel expenditures. On May 15th, 2015, we had the pleasure of meeting Matt Krajewski, who blogs his experiences through his website and Facebook to raise funds and awareness for multiple sclerosis through Bike the US for MS Fund. He has 790 followers following his journey, which means these people from all over the US are seeing his experiences in Berea. If he leaves with great remarks and a wonderful picture, he can potentially promote these travelers to want to try to travel to Berea as well. Matt is using the Trans-American Bicycle Trail to embark this experience. The Trans-America Bicycle Trail is America's oldest and most used route. It is home to 44,550 members and 1.3 million website visitors, with its overall distance of the trail being 4,250 miles. As you can see, Berea is on map 11, which either begins or ends as the rest stop for Appalachia experience, depending on which way you're traveling. For travelers, this is the perfect destination to stop and enjoy what we all call our home. The typical Trans-American biker is usually open to learning new things in the towns they come across, such as culture and social aspects. Yet they still remain focused and driven to continue each day as they gain many stories to take back home with them. They are also very active, being that they are spending about 8 to 10 hours traveling daily per day. But stop. Before we do anything, we have to first interpret some of the limitations and considerations of these travelers. We know that they aren't really looking for souvenirs, being that they have limited space. They also have limited access to clothing. Typically, they wear casual clothes on chill days. They also cannot travel any place too far, being that they only have bikes, or maybe some even using their feet. But what they do want to learn is about the unique history around the area. I use the acronym FEAR FEAR, to describe the goals of the travelers as they stop. F stands for fascinating. Something is going to grab their attention, the unique features of a town. E stands for entertaining. They want to be around people, maybe have a few good conversations, and make them feel welcome. A, accommodating. Every traveler wants accommodations. They love accommodations, such as being offered a place to stay for the night or even maybe some food. R, R stands for relaxation. Travelers want to relax and escape from their daily travels and enjoy the normal life. This is you. Say you're 28 with a college degree, a great job, and lovely family, but there is something still missing. Biking across the U.S. has always been a dream of yours, yet you don't have any time. As you sit behind a computer screen every day, missing the beauty of Mother Nature. So then, you think, let's take a leave of absence for work. Say my last goodbye and take off. It's time for a change. It is now early morning. You have had a long journey this far, experienced the rain, wind, and crazy dogs. Not only are you extremely tired, but you are due for a rest day and extremely excited to reach the next city. Your legs keep pushing through and you reach the beautiful town of Berea. To start off your experience, you go to Papalino's. They are known for their pizza made with their signature handmade crust. Also enjoy some great self-serve refreshments to quench that thirst of yours. And finally, for the crowd. Papalino's, you will run into many people who are eager to talk with you and very nice. After Papalino's, if you're lucky to come down during First Fridays, just head down the street to Old Town and enjoy handmade arts and crafts, Appalachian music, and an amazing community, all free of charge. But even if you miss First Fridays, you can head over to our famous Log House Craft Gallery. Since 1893, Berea College students and talented craftspeople have been creating masterpieces, such as the handmade willow wisp broom you see in the middle. After a long, tiring week and busy day, begin your weekend elegantly at the historic Boone Tavern. They have relaxing accommodation, storied history, very loved venue, friendly staff, and free bike parking, and most of all, a warm shower to relax your muscles before you rest for the night. Saturday morning, you wake up. There's nothing like it. It is all you will hear if you ask about it. The Pinnacles. Why not see it for yourself, though? Start your morning off with a great view of Appalachia by hiking the Brushy Fork Trail and coming to the Pinnacles. It's a very peaceful and scenic experience, a remarkable one to take back home with you. After grasping a little of the Appalachia culture at the Pinnacles, head over to BC&T to grab lunch and a refreshment. As soon as you walk in this place, you will feel the positive vibes, from the music to the setting. This is a great place of reflecting, talking to family members, or even maybe blog, regardless of what you decide to do. You will be unbothered and welcome to stay as long as you please to go with your great lunch. After lunch, take some time to observe Berea freely as you're walking around. Better yet, just as you walk outside of BC&T, I'm sure you'll see students walking around or maybe some strange buildings and you begin to wonder, Well, what you will come to find is that Berea is a college town, and the unique history of Berea College is the reason that Berea even exists. This is not the typical college, though, because although Berea is a tuition-free school, each student works because we are a labor school as well. It is now 4:15, and there is no way you can come to Berea without stopping by the fudge shop. Here you will get to see the true definition of hard work as the business owners come to work every day, providing the town's best Kentucky Proud products, gourmet fudge, bourbon balls, truffles, turtles, caramels, etc. Experience real homemade and fresh fudge. One last stop. Saturday, 5 p.m. It's been a long day. The Amish store. The Amish store is a wonderful, versatile store. Inside you can eat, shop, or just simply look around. Their handmade soap is very inexpensive and lasting. This will be a great investment for a traveler. They also have several other unique features that you'll have to experience for yourself. It is now dinner time, 6 p.m. Why won't you go down to Main Street to end a fun day? Every Saturday night there is a live music featuring local artists and sometimes regional artists as well. You will also enjoy quality food and a wide array on different choices. Popular Angus beef, probably best salad in town. The food is the place. The food is very authentic. The place comfortable and clean. And locals say it's very popular. Enjoy yourself with a great night at Main Street Cafe. Before you take off, enjoy one last homemade meal, the closest to your mom's kitchen that you may get. Enjoy some fluffy pancakes, sausage, biscuits and gravies, and orange juice as you get ready for a long day of riding at the dinner bell. And now, as a conclusion, let's sit back and measure the impact of Appalachia, also known as Appalachia. Here we have stored culture history, remarkable memories, entertainment, and hospitable environments. Most importantly, we make our followers interested in Berea, all in Appalachia. This is a great start, but in order for us to grow, we have to look towards the future and the next steps. Some of the next steps should be continuing to encourage social media use, finalize our steps in becoming a trail town, and potentially thinking about having a repair shop for bikes. And incorporate more signs such as share the road signs, signs that welcomes tourists. Let's promote tourism all across the world.